this is Jennifer with Kendore Learning, and I am making this video because I wanted to answer a question that I got via email today, and it's a really common question, so I figured it might be a good time to make a video about it. So as you work through the curriculum, you're going to get to the borrowers, and the borrowers borrow sounds from other letters. So they don't actually have sounds of their own. And so I'm going to talk about the letter Y. Y borrows from different sounds and depends on where it is in a word. So if Y is at the end of a single syllable, it's going to sound like I, like cry, my, try, or cycle, because sigh is the first syllable in cycle. It's going to sound like E if it's at the end of a multi-syllable word, like family or silly or happy. And it's going to sound like if it's in between two consonants. So sometimes that can get confusing, especially when you're playing the Unlock Redlock game, because if I were to set out a letter card or a syllable card, that has Y at the end and it's by itself, that would say sigh. But if I put another card next to it and now it's two syllables, we have sigh and sigh-ly, because if we put these together, if this were by itself, this would be lie, this would be sigh. We put them this way, now it's a two-syllable word, it's going to be sigh-ly. So people get confused because where the Y is in a word makes all the difference. So if I have this syllable, it's a closed syllable, and the Y is going to say if because it's in between two consonants. Now, if I have gly as a single syllable, if it goes here, it's still gly because it's the end of the syllable, but if I blend it together, that word would be glylim. And if I add this to the end, then it becomes glylimly. So Y changes its sound depending on its position in the word. Now, this is always going to be a closed syllable, so this would be lim, gly, ly. Now, if I move this around and I say lim, this now has to be lie, and that has to be glee, because this is the end of a multi-syllable word. This is the end of a single syllable. This is in between two consonants, and that's why when we look at the letter Y, we sometimes get a little bit confused. But I also want to point out one thing that can sometimes be confusing. This is not a syllable that ends in Y. This is actually a vowel team. So it says oi. It has nothing to do really with the letter Y. It has to do with the fact that it's paired with that O. So this doesn't count as a sound that Y would make. I hope that makes it make more sense for you, and thank you very much for emailing me the question. I love when people do that, and have a great day. Thanks.